us on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Johnson, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson
looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Jackson now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Michael Irvin from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Johnson's got it complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. For anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him. He doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
The first down carry for Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side is complete to Irvin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On third down, Jackson. He's got Michael Irvin complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Jackson on first down.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll drop this off for Davis.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's caught by Irvin.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Broncos. Michael Irvin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 43. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double and triple, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of